So when I finally got the news that CNN and other news organizations had projected that Joe Biden would be the winner of the 2020 presidential election, I have to say I was shocked, even though around sunset Thursday had already expected that he'd be projected the winner eventually. I wasn't expecting us to get results for, at least another week based at the rate things have been going. And still now, we haven't gotten final vote counts in a lot of different states. But despite the fact that I had a really good feeling that Joe Biden would eventually be projected as the winner, I certainly was not expecting that to be sort of my Saturday morning news. Um, in terms of what I hope for in his next 4 years of his presidency, I hope that he'll stay true to the promises that he's made in up in his re-election campaign. I hope that he will work hard to reunite Americans, just like he's claimed. I hope he'll fulfill his promise to be a president for all Americans, not just those that voted for him. As I stated earlier, even though I did vote for Joe Biden, I don't consider myself a Democrat. And if anything, I probably identify more with the Republican Party. But I'm sincerely happy that Joe Biden won. I feel like Joe Biden is what America needs right now in order to begin the process of healing. And if there's anybody who's capable of reaching across, that sort of bipartisan rift that has defined American politics for the last few years, I certainly think it is him. I think he's capable of enacting some great bipartisan legislation that will work to bring America back together again. Hyperpolarization is a very dangerous prospect that I've talked about before. And if Biden is able to fulfill his promise and keep Americans together, I think he'll have a very successful presidency. As I stated earlier, I don't consider myself a Democrat, but I think Biden is what's best for America, what's best for the Democratic Party, and I think he's going to be really, really good for the Republican Party as well. And, overall, this whole election has been sort of a repudiation of the sort of far left progressive socialist ideals. And at the same time, very much a repudiation of Trumpism. And it doesn't mean that Trumpism is going to disappear, but I'm hoping that because of this election, the Republican Party will learn to move away from that sort of dangerous populist rhetoric that has divided this country so violently over the past 4 years. I'm certainly hopeful, and we shall see in 4 years if I was right and if this really was what America needed. So, thank you.